Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 15th of November 2023. So yeah, do come in, take a seat, get yourself comfortable. Just bear with me a minute. I just need to look through this very important paperwork. Yeah, maybe give it a bit of a shuffle. It's very, very important, you know, even though it's been laying around for the last 6 months and I haven't done anything about it. As soon as you've arrived, all of a sudden it's taken on a vast importance to me. And while I'm at it, maybe I'll just look at my fingernails. Really, really fascinating they've become all of a sudden as well. Now, how can I help you? Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say. They're all classic signs, of course, of a narcissist. And how many times in your life have you had that kind of thing done to you? You know, maybe you've gone into a boss's office or something and they've just kept you standing there for a couple of minutes while they're messing around with paperwork or reading something, kind of playing those silly power games that narcissists are so fond of doing. Now, I've subscribed to a new channel and I think you'll find it very valuable as well. And this is thanks to a viewer. Thanks for sending this in to me. But it's all about narcissists, how to spot them and how to deal with them, because they are everywhere. And as soon as you watch this video, you'll recognize exactly the kind of person. You've probably got them in your life, at least one, maybe a few if you're unfortunate. Fortunately, I don't think I've got many or hardly any, none at all even, because without realizing exactly what they are, that they're narcissists, I've kind of stripped people like that out of my life entirely. I'm pretty sure, for instance, one of my cousins is a narcissist. He displays all the classic kind of qualities of one, at least, and I just don't like the guy. And apparently at some stage this year he wanted to organise a family get together. He was going to come back here because he doesn't live in this country, he lives abroad, and but he was going to come to this country and organise this get together. And I just said to other family members, well, if he's going, I'm not going to go. Simple as, because I just do not want narcissists in my life. So going back to this channel, it's all about dealing with narcissism. I think it's just called Surviving Narcissism. That's the channel's name, and he's got a big following actually, about 750,000 people. It's a big channel, and it looks like it's very helpful. He's got loads and loads of videos, all about kind of 15 minutes long, and I think you're supposed to, after you've watched a fair few of them, it kind of builds up in your head just how to spot them, how to deal with them, and that kind of thing. But I'll just leave a link to one of them, the one that the viewer of mine sent to me, in the description box below, and then you can maybe subscribe to the channel and watch loads of them. Now, the guy kind of deals with individuals, people that you've got in your life, but I think that the government and maybe most politicians display narcissistic behaviour. And the way this bloke defines them, it's basically someone who wants to elevate themselves whilst putting you down, or at the expense of putting you down, kind of thing. But I'd simplify that even further and just say, by saying they want to feel big whilst making you feel small. They kind of get off on it, and that is a classic display of narcissism. I'm sure you know the kind of person I'm talking about. You've probably got pictures in your head right now of that kind of person. It's the person, like I say, they want to make you feel small in order to feel big. And that is a good way, a very simple way of spotting them. And like I say, what does it remind you of? It reminds you of the government during the nonsense. Yeah, they also want to turn people against you. They want to kind of confuse you, gaslight you, and this is all stuff that has been done to us by the government, of course, isn't it? And who wants a government or people in power with narcissistic qualities? And I don't know I don't think I've said it on a video. I think I've said it in my newsletter. Maybe one thing that we should be doing now is, well, learning how to spot narcissists ourselves, and also teaching others how to spot narcissists. And then we can just turn around and say, well, hang on a minute, this bloke who wants to become Prime Minister in the next election, or President, wherever you are, well, he is, I can tell you for nothing, that he is displaying highly narcissistic traits. And do we really want someone like that as Prime Minister? No, I don't think so. And then you can sort of give them a video or two from this channel and say, look at these, tell me if you think that this politician who so many people think they want in power at the next election, tell me if you think he's a narcissist. And they'll probably come to the conclusion once watching some videos that, maybe the guy is. So, maybe that is one way that we eventually get out of this hole that we're in, sort of being, dictated to by idiots and morons and people who have got questionable sort of traits like narcissism and worse, sociopaths, psychopaths. By the way, I did see somewhere apparently all psychopaths are narcissists, and that probably goes for sociopaths as well, I don't know, but they're talking about psychopaths, but it doesn't necessarily mean that all narcissists are psychopaths or sociopaths. So, but if you can learn how to spot one, you can also spot people with psychopathic and sociopathic tendencies, maybe. Anyway, it's an interesting one. If we can learn how to spot these people, maybe we can stop them from becoming MPs and prime ministers, politicians, ministers, etc. We might be able to do that, but maybe on the other hand, if we exclude these people from certain positions, does that kind of make us as bad as them? Maybe we can allow these people into a certain level at least, if they've got the abilities and they're the best people for the job or whatever. But we need to also be aware that they are a narcissist and keep very tight rein on them. And if they start displaying behaviours whilst they're in power that are narcissistic, they start kind of bringing in measures which appear narcissistic, which, by the way, things like lockdowns and all of the other silliness, mask mandates, were extremely narcissistic traits. You can imagine it, can't you? The people who brought that in, the muzzling up, they could go out and kind of be sort of grinning to themselves. Yeah, I made everybody do that. So, that is a classic sign, isn't it? Making themselves feel big whilst making everybody else feel small, whilst they're sort of carrying behind those things. So, some interesting thoughts. Do we exclude these people from power totally? I don't know. Or, would that make us as bad as they are? These are questions that we need to decide on. But I think to start with, let's look at these videos, look at this channel. We'll find out, learn what narcissists are, how to spot them, and how to deal with them. and then we can spread the word from there. So I'm spreading the word from me to you. You can look at these videos, and yeah, do leave a comment in the comment section below what you think. And yeah, I'll leave it there, getting up to about the sort of length of video I like to do ideally. So I'll be back soon. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.